Someone is attempting to contact the operator. Please check your inbox.
Greetings, Steno. Welcome back to Warframe TOG.
Poisonous air and water. Really, what kind of plant thrives in those conditions? Lovely name, though.
We're going to continue. We basically diverted from our original plan this weekend because Barraketeer had several very useful mods that we wanted to get, which we did. We have right now, as part of doing that, we got our Hydron, as you can see, Hydroid Warframe.
Nora's got the goods for one lucky drink.
We also did a lot of our stuff. I'm not going to be able to finish a capture mission in under 90 seconds. I doubt it. It's theoretically possible with Wukong, but it's really, really hard to do. With Titania, it's easy. But I don't have Titania yet, so I can't use that. I am going to interact with my Kubro or Kabat.
You know it.
Let's see if I can get him to come out wherever he is. Come out wherever you are. Where is my Kubro? He's got to be wandering around somewhere. Oh, he's right there. Let's see if I can get him to wander around. Because he can't be interacted with while he's in the... he's just sitting around there right now. He will wander out eventually. But we do have other things we need to do. We need to go and go to the Orb Valis, not to Orb Valis, to the Cambrion Drift and activate 3 Requiem obelisks. It doesn't have to be, as far as I can tell, it can be 3 individual Requiem obelisks. I'll show you how to do one of those. It's kind of a waste. What we're going to do, actually, let's switch to Rhino. Hold on. Hello. Mr. Rhino, why don't you come out to play for a bit? Now, at some point, he'll be wandering around that Kuvro. Probably should be wandering around. All right, so we're going to go, and I'm going to do this in solo mode. Whenever you're going into the open worlds without a mission, I like to do it solo, not series. It's demos. Okay. I like to do this in solo mode because that way you're not interfering with other players. Other players won't interfere with you. All I'm going to do is go to the Cambrion Drift right now. And we're going to go out of here. And you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, in a very dark blue, it looks like, or violet. Oh, actually, no, it's even better. No. You see this big thing there? That indicates a Requiem obelisk. Okay? And all you need to do to activate it is hit your 5 and zap it. And then survive whatever comes out. You don't actually have to stay around once you've zapped it. You see that there's things going on here. I don't actually understand what all those things are. But you can come in here once you've done all this. Go up to the top, and I think if you zap it again, maybe the bottom. And eventually it'll break open, and you'll be done. And it'll just eventually restore back to the original form. And it goes back to the original form when it's done here. Okay. You notice it's the original form. If I hit 5, I can reactivate it. And that counts for the Nightwing thing. And eventually it's going to do the same sort of thing. Now, do I know everything about these things yet? No. I haven't done the research. All I know is what's needed for Nightwave, which is you can activate them, and after a period of time, they will disappear. And then you can reactivate them. I don't know if you can speed this up at all, like doing any of this. They are scattered around the landscape, so you could go hunting more of them. In fact, I might just do that. Now, while we're here, I'm going to go get my hunting rifle out. And I'm going to go looking around and see if there's anything around that's huntable. And that's gone down. And we can do it a third time, and we're done. We've got that Nightwave. There we go. We now have the Nightwave mission that we were looking for. That's all it took. Now, here, we could actually start a K-Drive race. I don't want to do that. I have other things that are more important. Okay. So that's what these obelisks are. You notice there's a symbol on top of them. What it does has to do with the symbol. I can't remember exactly. I think while it's up, you need to go hunt certain things or whatever. Okay. I couldn't tell you because I have not attempted to do this. I'm going to go down into the Orvalis briefly and see if I can find something to hunt. Nothing's showing up in my scope here. So, I'm going to show you some mining then instead. Alright, so we're going to hit our M and hold it in order to get this. Now, I'm going to give credit for where credit is due. I learned these mining spots from Brozine, a video that he did on how to get your necromech built. And that is why we are looking for mining. I'm going to grab some of this Vohm residue while we're here, because it's here. It's useful to have. I'll grab everything else that I want here. I'm here. So if you notice, from this blink pad, if you look around, over there is a cave. We're going to go to that cave. And we're going to go into that cave. Now we're going to come back to this cave later. As soon as we have a little bit of Entrati standing, which we don't right now. Okay. And do some fishing, because we have a fishing spot right here that I would be very happy to fish. And another fishing spot right over here. And this cave actually produces the type of fishing that we want. Well, what I'm going to show you instead is it's also useful for mining. No, it's not F12, it's F11. No, F9. Okay, there we go. So there's my mining interface. It's just like the Plains of Eidolon. You go to find the node, which in this case is right up there, and you aim at the little glowy spot. They look a little different here in the Plains, in the drift. And you get different materials. And we will need all these different materials to build our necromech. Actually, we will need materials from... Oh, come on, give me the dots. Not on that one. Okay. Now, why this cave in particular? This cave actually happens to be a pretty quiet one when it comes down to being attacked by things. This is starting our mining experience here. We're going to do a lot of this, so don't be surprised. There's a third node. Based on one of the first two, it's probably right there. Hurry up. Ah, this one's visible now. Let's see if we can get to... Got it. And again, the third one's probably right about there. Oh my god, terrible. Now this side of it is a little bit more... You can see the third node barely blinking there. Always do that kind of thing. You'll get stuff, more stuff that we need. There's a lot of stuff here. Don't forget, when you do that though, you brought out your sword and you have to re-equip your mining laser. Bad timing on that. But we did at least get one gem out of it. Now, if it looks like I'm spending an awful lot of time doing things like mining, there's a reason for it. There's a number of reasons. In addition to getting the Void Rig, which is our necromech. Oh good. Okay. Got some nanospores out of that. Oh. Sometimes you can guess based on where the other dots were, if there's a dot missing, which there was in there, but two missing there. I was lucky to find it. Aiming for that one will be tough. We are almost out of gems in this one. Which isn't surprising. This is a small cave compared to most of the others. And this one's actually even outside. The node we're looking for is right here. Outside mining is quite possible too. It's just you've got things that are going to attack you. Like that. And interrupt what you're doing. Okay. Now, if I bring out my hunting gear, though, I still don't... I still don't see anything huntable on my gear. Sometimes when that happens, the only thing to do is to leave and come back. Oh, we got a nice... bunch of nice little monsters here. Might as well kill some things. I didn't know I could actually hit a fish. I wonder if I got what that fish would normally get for being cut. Normally, I gotta go with spear fishing for fish. But we're gonna see if we get any fish stuff from that. This is not the recommended way to go fishing, by the way. Or seeking stuff. Okay. We're just collecting some stuff here. Because I want to have some stuff before we go back into the necrolist. Because I need to show you how we get Entrati standing. And for enshrining standing, there's a couple of things you're going to need. It's not as simple to get as the standing in the other open worlds. So we're just coming out here to collect stuff right now. I don't know what I'm using as a weapon. Oh, I'm using the trank gun. Trank gun's not going to be very useful against that. Although we'll trigger it again and see. Sometimes... Oh, I saw something. There's something to hunt around here. There it is. That's what we were hunting. Will it be easy for us to reach without being spotted? Oh my. It spotted me. Now, Predacite is a little bit trickier to hunt. That was not what I was looking for. Where do I have an Eximus? Oh, that's that Jade Light Eximus. Right here. We've got quite a lot of things coming after us now. Now, if I was doing a proper hunt, I would be pulling out my low keef just to do hunting. I'll settle for the bad captures, which that was.
Fully grown.
But I got a tag.
Contaminated, but not unworthy of affection.
There's something. Do a hunt. You kind of need to be patient. You see it's there. Whatever that is. And this is why it helps to become invisible. Because being seen while on a hunt reduces your chances of getting whatever you're trying to get. You see the little arrows? There we go. There's some things to hunt. Let's see if I can get to them. You want to be really quiet as you go. Okay, so he is being attacked. He's not being attacked yet. He's attacking that frozen Eximus, which is what we want. We want the Eximus to attack it. No, the Eximus spotted me instead. But, and he killed the Predacite, which is sad.
I wonder what you will teach us, my malformed friend. And for you, the agreed sum.
Oh. Now, whenever you see one of those, it means you have a disabled animal. If you get there in time, you might be able to save it by killing off the things that are attacking it, and then collecting it.
Made it to adulthood.
And we get tags for all of these that we get. Even if it's a bad capture, you get more tags if it's a good capture.
It'll serve you loyally, but first we need to address the infestation in its system. Pay me a visit soon.
Oh, they ran away. I didn't get enough trank into them. There they are. We got a good capture on that one. So we got 2 tags.
Just in time. Stasis will arrest the spread of the infestation for now. Bring the stricken beast to me, and we can discuss how to proceed.
Okay, you can see there's a Vizier Predacite there. I don't think fighting a Deimos. He wasn't weakened enough. Ah, but he was weakened enough. And I got another good capture on him. You want to keep doing these. As I said, it'll be easier when we do use Loki.
Whatever nightmare spawned you, you're ours now.
Alright. I think that might be enough for now for us to get started on the Intrati standings. So what we're going to do is we're going to go hit the map. We're going to go back to the Necrolist entrance. And we're going to go into the Necrolisk. So you may have noticed we've gotten some stuff. I'm going to come up here and talk to Sun. Okay.
Father massacred my infested pets. He and Mother plunged us into this chaos. All I did was rub his face in it. Why did he take it so personally?
So, Sun is where we will get some new pets. There are Predicites. We currently have 3 different types of Predicites, which is pretty good. Okay. All of these we could actually create what we're looking for here. Okay. We also have Vulpaphilas. There are 3 different types. We don't have any of them right now. We have one of them. Okay. And we have one of the Predicites. Okay. So we could get all of them by doing just what we did. Hunting these might take some special things. Okay. However, in order to make them, you have to have mutagens. Okay. And in order to get the mutagens, you have to get the recipes from Sun.
They'll take you out if they can.
Now, Sun has a lot of different things to buy. Okay. He's got lures, which are basically after certain types of things. You've got Vulpaphyla ones. You've got basically everything. All kinds of lures. And the things. And at the higher levels, he has the antigen and mutagen blueprints that are needed in order to revive something that you've captured. Okay? In addition, he has some very, very useful things. He has, okay, so that's the sigils. Those are the mods. He's got some mods for companions, which are very useful to have, that require a bunch of standing to buy. And then he's got what they've categorized it all as miscellaneous, but there's more to it than just the miscellany. So one of them is the helmet segment. This is high on our list. We're going to have to get 5 purple velocipod tags for that. And we're going to have to get the Adramal alloy in order to build that. There's also a helmet invigoration segment blueprint. Okay. Which we already have the tags for. Okay, that's a rare thing that we already have the tags for it. But we'll have to get more clearly because we're going to use those tags for other things before we get to that point. We have a lot of leveling up to do before we can do that. So you can see there's a lot of things to get here from him. How do we get standing? Well, the first thing you need to do is trade tags. Okay. No, not trade tags. Sorry, my apologies. You can trade tags to get some mods depending upon what tags you've got. Okay. Instead, what we are doing is how do I get experimental procedures? No. Capture Deimos Wildlife. Okay. So under the Capture Deimos Wildlife thing, you have ways of getting sun tags, sun tokens. This is how you get sun tokens. Is you need to go hunting, get a bunch of tags. You can trade then trade the tags for the actual sun tokens. Okay. Right now we don't have enough tags to do that. We have to do a lot more hunting in order to get any of these things. And we need to rank up our hunting in order to get the lures and the pheromones needed to get a lot of these things. So getting sun tokens is not easy. Okay.
Bye for now, you shiny thing.
I'll cover daughter tokens a little bit later. That's based on fishing, though. It's the same sort of thing. You need fishing stuff to get daughter tokens. Alright. And we got father tokens over here.
2 giant well. Look at you. So
Alright.
invested.
Now, we actually can get some father tokens because we've been collecting some stuff. Every one of these things is potentially possible. We're going to go ahead and do some of these and get a couple of father tokens. I'm going to look at the ones that look the easiest, and like this fill requisition, confirm, collect miscellaneous goods, confirm. Salvage raw materials. Oh no, that one's expensive. But it does give us 3 father tokens. I'll do this one, however, instead. Okay. And as you can see, we're running out of materials. Some of these things are no longer available. I will do that for the postulate. I will do this for the ganglion. And I will do this for the lucent globes. Alright, so I just got a whole bunch of father tokens. They're probably the easiest things to get other than mother tokens. Okay.
Pleasure transacting with you.
Now, mother tokens are earned by doing bounties. We'll come back to that.
Invested now.
Okay. OTAC has tokens as well.
You come to talk about mining? How did you know that's my favorite subject?
We just did some mining. Guess what? Mining is worth tokens. Okay. You can go and use this to get stuff. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go get, I don't know. Let's see. Well, all of these want Dagonic. So I'm going to only get 1, 2, or 2. I may as well just go for this one.
I can do great
Okay.
things with this.
So we've gotten some OTAC tokens. We've gotten some father tokens. Okay. We'll, oh, nope. I went right past her. And then we got grandmother. Now, grandmother is where you exchange family tokens in order to get Entrati standing. So if I trade tokens for fathers, we have 19 mother tokens that are each worth 100. I have 10 father tokens, which are each worth 100. I have 5 OTAC tokens, which are each worth 100. And I have a bunch of universal medallions, but let's ignore them and say that we don't have them. Now, son tokens would be worth 500 because they're harder to get. Daughter tokens are still only worth 100. But grandmother tokens are worth 1,500. So how do we get those? We get those by trading in father and mother and tokens. Okay. 10 mother tokens equals a grandmother token here. Okay. Grandmother tokens are worth 1,500. Mother tokens were only worth 10. Mother tokens is only worth 1,000. Therefore, it's worth doing. Same thing with the father tokens. It's worth doing each of these. So I'm going to turn in those. And I'm going to turn in these. I've now reached my limit to what I can do. And I can trade tokens for Entrati standing. And now I have 2 grandmother tokens. Well, I'm going to trade both of those in for standing. And that's going to get us 3,000 standing. That's our first 3,000 Entrati standing. Okay. All right.
Goodbye, dear. I'll see what else I can unearth for you.
Now, let's go to our one remaining person that we haven't handled, which is daughter.
I'm not just someone's daughter. I'm me. I'm Kaylee. Of all the people to name me, I never thought it would be him.
Okay. So,
There are fascinating things down in the exocrine. Grotesque, yes, but survival isn't pretty.
all right. So, daughter, we actually have some stuff because of other loot that we got. It's already things we might have gotten it from actually killing those fish, for all I know. Okay. We only really have enough to do one of these. So I'm going to go for the 2 daughter tokens. Okay. But the important thing from her is this Shari spear. We need that in order to do proper fishing in this area. So we're going to do the Shari spear. I'm going to purchase it for 500. And the very first thing I'm going to do when I get out of here, do we have any fish?
The exocrine is just seething with creatures.
Nope, we don't have any fish. Okay, so I'm going to go to my arsenal, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my gear wheel and go to gear. And if you notice, we have the Lanzo and the Ferrum and that, and the Shock Prod fishing spear. We're going to add one more fishing spear, which is the Shari fishing spear. Okay. The Shari one. There we go. We equip it. Okay, I'm going to move it back so it's before the ciphers. And we now have a collection, all of our fishing spears that we need. Okay. So I'm going to go back out. We're going to do some fishing. Now, we are still solo, notice. Alright, now that we're here, I can hit 2. I can go get our map up. I can go over here to the area northwest of the infested Seraglio, and I'm going to look around for that cave over there. Oh, and we have some foam residue, and I'm going to grab it. Alright, so welcome back to our small cave. Now notice I do not see any kind of like steam rising off of either side of this lake. Which makes me sad, because usually that's an indication of a node. We don't have any fishing nodes on the lake right now. Alright, well, what we can do for right now is we can mine the cave for a bit while we're waiting for the fishing nodes to spawn, and they will. Wow, not a lot of mining nodes spawned in here either. There we go. Sometimes you can find the blue spots just by experimenting like that. Especially when you only have a few nodes. I'm sad by the fact that we have no active fishing node in here. So sometimes when that happens, when you don't have a lot of things spawning, the best thing to do is come out of the cave, hit map, go back to the Necrolisc entrance, leave the mission, like so. Oh, by the way, that message that keeps popping up in the mailbox.
Tedo, I'm dreadfully sorry to have missed our previous appointments. My ship's void drive has given me no end of trouble. By my calculations, I've been gone twice as long as usual. Quite unsettling, even for a seasoned trader such as myself. I'm certain you've been missing my void goods of the highest quality, but I beg your patience yet further, for I must perform maintenance on my ship after such an extensive trip. I shall see you again at my next scheduled visit. Graciously, Barrel Ketir. P.S. When I emerged from the void, this was here, as though it had been all along. This portrait, I cannot bring myself to destroy it, nor to sell it. Please take it from me. Truth be told, I'm glad to be rid of it.
Okay, so all month I have been noticing Barakatir has been really depressing and all that stuff, and it's like all the times he's coming up during the week, and it's like, and he's made some very strange comments that make me wonder if he's in some way related to that ghost which is haunting us right now, after the War Within, and who will become a much more thing. He made references to things that happen in Chains of Harrow. And now I'm wondering if it was actually Barakatir himself. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but we'll find out more later. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you were watching the series and if you were paying attention during the previous stuff. Okay. Oh, I'll go ahead and claim my reward. There it is. There's my reward. As you see, ooh, we have some recovered. One I can't do. Because we haven't gotten that helmet segment that we need. And one I can't do because of the new war, and one because of this. So we're not doing any more of the Nightwave missions today. All right. So we come back in here. Then we're going to go right back out. And we're going to go right back over here. Another good cave. This is the cave we've been... I believe this is the cave we've been going to. Another good cave is let me look at my notes real quick. All right, so the other one is this one right up here. Okay, next to that blink pad is a good cave for fishing. If we don't find any fish in our first cave, we're gonna go there. And then there's a surface fish one that is right off of this blink pad. So we're going to go and do what we can with those, and I'm going to go over to this one. Okay, we're going to look around. Oh, we got some more bone residue. I'm going to take it. Got a lot of bone residue. Why are we going for bone residue? Well, it's a resource, one. Two, it is actually excellent bait for certain types of fish. And that's the cave we are looking for. If we look on our map, you can see we are just at the cave that is right by the eye in infested Sloraglia. And again, very weirdly, it has not come up with a fishing node here. Normally they come up all the time in this cave. So let's go to the other cave. I'll show you fishing in the other cave. Okay. And we'll go use the map to get there. It's right here. Alright. And if you look at the map here, we'll actually put a waypoint on it. Okay. So you see where the entrance is relative to the blink thing. It's just down here. It's a little hard to find because it's really around the corner here somewhere. If I can find it. I know it's around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. It's above. Okay. And this cave has more enemies.
Bravo!
Oh, that was something we could hunt.
Data we might have gleaned from it. Fully grown. I'm surprised to see you caught a caustic cryptolex, Tenno. They can be a headache to subdue. Well, you seem none the worse.
Well, that's not what we're here for, though. We're here for this. Well, not that, but this river. This river is a nice long river. As you can see, it goes quite a distance. And there can be quite a few nodes along here for fishing. And there's one down there. More hunting.
Made it to adulthood. My. A caustic cryptolax. A little miracle of digestion. The stuff these critters secrete can burn through a Lisette's hull. I hope you handle it carefully. This one's an adult. Grandmother used to squeeze the juice out of these to burn off warts. Of course.
All right, you see that? That is a fishing node. Okay, so we're going to equip our Shari Spear. There it is. Our Spari Spear. Oh, and we got a Cripplex. Isn't that nice? Trying to attack us. A Septic Cryptolex. That was a bad... Oh, it was a good capture.
A Septic Cryptolex. I confess, I'm deeply fond of these obnoxious little pests.
Alright, let's get our fishing spear back out. You can see, sometimes you can see the fish without any dye or bait. Especially when they fly up in the air. But, if you want to get the best fish, you need bait. And it's pretty much like fishing in the Plains of Eidolon. Okay. Alright. So if we hit our 3, and we put some dye on these creatures, they'll be much more visible. As you see, it's already working. Okay. And then we have 2 types of bait. We have foam residue and we have fast residue. Each one will summon different types of fish. I'm going to do some fast residue to start with. Okay. And you hit 2. And we'll start seeing those fish eventually. Oh. Boy, these guys are... Gotcha. Well, apparently this is a great place to get some Cryptolex tags.
Anytime soon. Made it to adulthood. I've got a nice clump of ganglions for this little one.
Vitriospina is one of the types of fish we want. But honestly, what I'm doing right now with these fish, Amniophysi, is not so much for building Void Rig, but for getting standing. We desperately need Intrati standing. You can see our fast residue is still burning here, but our fishing node has dried up. Notice no more steam? Okay. And when that happens, there's not much you can do but go on to the next fishing node. Okay. Now, the fishing nodes on this river are further apart than the 2 fishing nodes on the first cave that I showed you, where they are actually very close, and the bait from one could actually lure fish from the other fishing node if they were there. Now, sometimes fish will still show up even though the fishing node is fished out, but I'm not seeing any. So when that happens, all you can do really is move on to the next node and hope that you have more fast and foam residue. At least it's free. You don't have to spend money to get fast and foam residue. Now look at here, we've got 2 fishing nodes right next to each other. I'm going to come here. I'm going to go and equip my spear. Sparry spear, and then we're gonna do some luminous dye, and I'm going to swap in the foam residue, and we're gonna do some of that, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring out my and get more cryptolexes. Wow. I will remember that this cave is great for hunting cryptolexes, apparently.
Made it to adulthood. This one's an adult.
Re-equip the spear. And you can get things while they're in there. Droids are high on my list. These are the rare fish that we need the most. Now we've got this guy causing problems. Alright. Switch back to my spear. Pull that fish. I should still be seeing fish here. I just don't know where they are. Because I have bait and I have dye. And the node is still active. So I don't know why I'm not seeing any more fish. Maybe the fish were scared away by that thing? What is that? I don't know what an amethyst neck sphere is. I've never seen one of these before. And I don't know what it's doing. I can't seem to hurt it. There's 2 of them. Here.
I appreciate how much your kind enjoyed bathing in spilled ichor and viscera, but I specifically asked for the life form.
Oh, these are huntings. These are things I can hunt. I don't know what. It's a thing that you can hunt, but I don't know how you hunt them. Oh, there's a bunch of fish sitting over here. Let's go take to them. I could not tell you. Can I climb on that line, whatever that is? No, it is very strange. Let me see if I can trank it again. If there's a... Maybe you gotta hit a certain point. Aha! If you hit a certain point, I can call for assistance.
For the ground.
I don't know what that is. But weird.
I'm sure this one put up a fight. Well done for bringing it in alive.
Okay. So come back to our fishing spear. And I'll put out more dye. And I'll put out some foam residue. And see what we get. Now, there is something there that I can grab, which is a tag I'll grab in a little bit. Probably a weakened Vulpaphyla or something like that. But I want to get some more fishing in before I stop. Man, the fish are not biting, even though these are fishing places. I do not know why. Up, and as soon as that happened, my fishing node went away. Alright, well, in that case... I'm gonna go... see if I can grab that tag from wherever it is. Yep, I can't get out that way. Or out this way. It's outside the cave, definitely. I believe this will take me out somewhere. Now I gotta see if I can pick up that tag again. And it looks like I can't. That makes me a little bit sad. Oh, it helps if I do it with the right thing. Oh, it could be in here. I think maybe time. We need to go fishing on that other node, the outside node, real quick. That I was talking about. There's a lot of fishing available over here. Oh no, that's Fast and Roam. I want to collect more of that stuff. Always collect it when you see it. You can see there's a lot of outdoor fish here too. Oh, that was way off base. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to get... Need to get my 2 back up. Where was... What's shooting me? Another K drive race there. Oh. Neither of those is particularly
better clean it up. It's crawling with spores. But then, which of us isn't? Full grown.
There's an exclamation point over here. What is the exclamation point? Oh. Well, I see a tag free for the taking over here. We get there in time.
Tranquilizer will stop the infestation in its tracks. Bring the specimen to me, and we can decide what happens next.
There. There's some more residue around here somewhere. what that is. That's mother. If I wanted another mission. Okay. Blink pad. There's another K-Drive race. There's another node with residue. Somewhere there's residue around here. At least I think so. It's possible I've collected it all. Alright, I'm going to take another break. We're going to go back. Actually, I don't even know why I bothered doing that. Let's go and hit the map and go to the Necrolisc entrance. And as you can see, we got a bunch of tags. We got some more mining stuff. We got a lot of fishing stuff. With the fishing stuff, as with fishing in everywhere else, I don't know why I'm doing it this way. First off, we got to cut the fish. So you select all and cut fish and confirm. And we'll get a bunch of stuff. And then if you look at our exocrine assignments, we actually can get some stuff for that. I'm going to go and do this one, confirm. And then I can do this one and confirm. Okay. Alright. So then we can go to Sun and see if we've actually managed to get any of his things yet. Nope. We don't have. We have Vizier Predacite, and we have Burrowing Cryptoplex tabs, but we don't have any White Velocipod. So we don't have anything else that he wants yet. Okay. And that'll change daily. You can see, actually, it's going to change in a couple hours. It may change more than daily. If we go back to... sorry. I don't want a legend. I don't want this. I want to get it off the map. I want to go here. If we go to OTAC.
Mining isn't my only interest. I'm also interested in mining.
Alright, and we got more stuff that we can trade, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to confirm that.
Knowledge you, gratitude you.
I believe he means to say thank you.
Okay.
See you again, ship.
And then Father, there we go. Father, we can look at the parts requisition, and he's got some stuff now that we haven't had before. Any of these have 2 Father tokens? No. So it really doesn't matter which. I'll confirm that. I will confirm this. I will confirm this. Now, there's going to be a time when we're actually going to save some of this stuff up because we need to build Void Rig. Okay. But, right now, the key is to go ahead and let's see what a grandmother has. Do we get any more?
The boy lets you and I have a chinwag.
No, we need more mother tokens for that. More daughter tokens for that. We need some son tokens and daughter tokens for that. We need son and daughter tokens for that. We need mother and daughter tokens for that. So there's a lot more stuff that we need in order to get these. We're going to continue doing so. Now, mother tokens.
Scurry back quick. Skippity hop.
There's mother. Mother has bounties. I'm going to do 1 bounty right now. And that bounty, before I do it, I'm going to switch it out of solo because I don't want to do this solo. Okay. Switch into public. And I also want to switch what Warframe I'm bringing here. Okay. I'm going to change this to Hydroid. And the reason I'm going to change this to Hydro... Oh, he's got a heck. Let's give him better weapons, too. I'm going to switch him to the Aelak for this. We can keep the other ones. Sorry. Okay. So, we're going to do an isolation vault.
Interested in bounties, are you? There is so much to be done here on Deimos.
There's several different ways to do isolation vaults. We can get a number of different really good rewards out of this, including Axie Relics, potentially, and Aya. Although Aya is actually better in these missions. Okay. But the isolation vault's not too bad. We'll get 10 mother tokens, but we could get a big bonus if we do the optional side quest that's part of it. And that's why I'm using Hydroid. Okay. So what we do now, we've got mother. We're going to come in here. It's mostly common.
Find a way to get inside, and the Necroloid will guide you through. See what's happening down there. Tell me what he has been up to.
Alright, so we have a decent-sized squad. Alright, so the first thing to do is go find some... Oh, I gotta actually leave this.
They will likely come and investigate. Do not let them disrupt the process.
Oh, we're already in that stage. We're collecting stuff. I need to get there quickly to help defend the bait station. We skipped the first part of this because we weren't here early enough. That'll make it easier for us to defend the bait station.
ensemble is ready. Hurl it against orifice portal and it should open.
Alright, he's got the sample. And what we do is we go into this cave. Where is the cave? Where the heck is the entrance? Oh, it's over here. So go into this cave, which is a pain in the neck to maneuver in. And the first part of this is we're going to get hit by... Somebody throw the stuff. Did they mess that up? Did they not throw the bait at the door? Where's our guy with the bait? I don't have the bait. Somebody else has the bait. Oh, well, this is screwed.
Now we can progress into the
Okay, good.
Warning, toxicity levels in these tunnels are deadly even for Warframes. The vaults lie beyond, but they will be inaccessible until the toxicity has been reduced.
Some of the infested are real stinkers. Get them before they make things worse.
Use organic samples to help stabilize yourself against the toxicity levels. The invested carry their own antidote of sorts. The strongest local infested are inbound. This is their last gasp. Defeat these and we should be clear to proceed.
Hey, the tox level is coming down. Now the infested have
Okay.
go to the vault.
The Entrati ruins are close. Keep pushing, and you will be there in no time. There is a guardian here, a necromech. You will need to destroy it so you can explore the ruins. The Guardian of the Vault approaches. You must defeat it, Tenno. I confess I had my concerns, but that was expertly handled.
Alright, so now we gotta look for...
Completely disabled.
Okay, so the bonus is important here. Alright. All we gotta do is find the... Whoa! That is not where I wanted to be. And this is where we want to be. Okay. So we activate this, and Lloyd will...
Access is granted.
And then we have to defend Lloyd. Now he's going to go to a couple of different stations here. Where did he go? Oh, he's over here somewhere. There he is. Boy, he is going a long distance.
Shed no tears for the necromech, for they are now relentless enemies to all. And
Okay.
there is no countermanding that.
I don't think that was actually necessary. I think we just had to defend. Where are you leading us, Lloyd? This way?
Generators all active, it is now possible to open the vault. One obstacle remains. A maximum of 3 errors are permitted before
Hourglass pillars and cup. Hourglass.
Simply guess.
Where's pillars? You're in my way.
There's all kinds of stuff down here. Some void stuff that never let out of ISO because it was so not fun.
And interesting expedition, I trust? You did well, according to Lloyd. A reward is in order for your efforts. I do hope you'll go again. There is so much more to be found.
And that's an isolation vault.
From a mundane
We've
gaze.
gotten everything we needed. And now we just get out of here the fastest way we can. You can climb up here, go over here. Enter the necrophage. Get back up to the surface. Hit map. Go to the necrolist entrance. And come in here. And wait for the other players now because we're the fastest to get out. So that's an isolation vault. There's a couple of reasons to do isolation vaults. One, you get a lot of stuff for it. Okay. Two, you get a decent amount of mother tokens for it, especially if you go for the full vault, the optional vault that we did. Okay. The third thing is it will get you parts that we need for Voidrig. That the only other way we can get them is to buy them off of Father for standing. And you've already seen how hard it is to get standing, at least early on with the Entrati. Later, it's not so bad because you're going to have a lot of stuff. Okay. But you have to farm it all on Deimos. So it's still a problem. Okay, why are we waiting for all these people? Alright. So, we got 12 mother tokens. I don't think it counts, it shows us the ones. Oh, no. You only got 12. Okay. We got a damaged necromech casing and a damaged necromech weapon pod. So we're 2 things out of the 4 that we're going to need. And I'll show you those in a second. So if we go and exit the Necrolisk, now that we have done that mission,
The Dusklight Saracenia grows best in absolute filth. I mean, 100% pollution, poisonous air, and water.
Okay.
Really, what kind of plant thrives in those conditions? Lovely name, though.
So Voidrig requires us to have, in addition to all of this other stuff that we will get from doing mining and fishing and all that stuff, and these lucent terraglobes, oh no, they don't show up in here. There we go, lucent terraglobes that we get from just going ahead and opening up containers in the area. We need very specific things. We'll need a damaged necromech casing, a damaged necromech pod, a damaged necromech engine, and a damaged necromech weapon pod. Okay, we happened to get lucky this time, and we got both the casing and the weapon pod on this. And I think you get those. I think those pick up from the necromechs in the Isolation Vault bounties. Isolation Vault number 1, okay, only has 1 necromech in it. In fact, we got 2 pieces out of it. It was great. It was the random number generator was in our favor. The higher level Isolation Vaults have more necromechs. which gives us a better chance of getting all of the pieces we need. Okay. So we'll be running a number of those things. Those things. The other thing we have to do, and I'm going to start doing it right now, is we're going to go back to the Necrolisk. And we're going to go to everybody and get the tokens that we can from them. So, like, we'll go to Daughter, see if there's any new exocrine assignments that we support. We do. And they're actually distinct from each other. So I'm going to confirm that. And I'm going to confirm this one. Okay. Notice we're actually doing pretty good as far as getting what we can out of her. Okay, so we'll exit. I'm pretty sure we didn't get any tags for Sun. But I'll check.
Hey friend, round
Nope.
up some infested for as you wish. See you around.
And then we've got Father. And see what parts he has. We have one more thing we can get from him, which is this. The scavenge from the... And I will confirm that. Okay.
Works for me.
Alright.
Don't go getting infested now.
So we've covered Father, Daughter, Son, and Otak.
Mining isn't my only interest. I'm also interested in mining.
Okay. And we will get more Otak
Mining
tokens.
is good. You're a good miner, Chip.
Okay.
Keep on mining.
And now, with all of that, we can look at Grandmother again. And look at the family tokens she has. We have now some more things that will give us more family tokens, and we will. Let's see. I can only do one of these two because they're the same sort of thing. They're actually the exact same thing. Okay, so I'll do this. I'll have a discreet conversation, and then I'll divulge some family plots. Okay, and now if we trade tokens for Entrati standing, okay, we have 2,500. I can only exchange one Grandmother token safely. If I exchange two, I'm going to be wasting standing. Okay. I'm going to redeem it.
May you have much joy of it. Always nice to see you.
Now,
Stop by again.
if I go back to Mother, and Trotty standing here, in order to rank up, I need 3 spinal cord sections, which I happen to have. It'll be worth doing, because we need to do that. Okay. So if I go back to Grandmother, okay, I'm going to waste a little bit of standing here. Okay. Actually, I'm not. I'm at 4,000. I'm going to use one of my universal medallions. These are each worth 1,000. It's a rare thing that I actually want to use these because I want to show how you do it without using these. But just to make it an even number, I'm going to use one of those. Okay.
Oh, magnificent. I'll be right here, gathering dust.
And we go back to Mother. We go to Say and Trotty standing, and we rank up.
Let us negotiate.
So we are now the first rank with the Entrati.
Earning the trust of this family is no small thing. Small thing.
Okay. So amongst other things, we desperately need blueprints. We don't need any of this. We will eventually need these echo lures, okay, and these mutagens and antigens, but they're lower priority. This is a weapon part. I am not entirely sure what it's used for. So there are some weapon parts here that we can get, but I'm going to pick this blueprint here.
This specimen is a descendant of my original collection. How did...
Promise you won't yell at me.
You didn't incinerate them at all. You...
Dump them in the exocrine. We can rebuild. They're still out there, and doing quite well, it seems. I wanted to wound you, not maim. You're right.
No. I deny you my hatred. Find something else to feed on. Whatever you've become, I am still your sister.
You are more. I see that now. I name you Kaylee, Water Scourge.
Now you'll get a little bit of that. Now I happen to get that from daughter because she mentioned her name before that. Because I guess it's a machine-based thing. I happened to rank her up on my main account not that long ago. And so she responded that way. I was a little surprised when that happened. So now if I go back to Grandmother and trade tokens for Entrati Standing, we can trade our remaining 2 Grandmother tokens with no trouble. Okay.
Goodbye, dear. I'll see what else
That's how we rank up Entrati Standing. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of hunting and a lot of fishing and a lot of mining and a lot of doing mother bounties to properly rank her up. And we need to rank her up a long ways because we want to get that Helminth segment. Okay, so there's a way to go for that. Right now, if you look at OTAC,
Did you come to talk about mining?
we can now browse wares.
My favorite subject.
Okay, we have 3,000 standing. Okay, and we have 6 blueprints. That is more than 3,000 standing. Okay, I need all 6 blueprints in order to build Void Rig. I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get this one. Okay. Again, it's the sort of thing I don't normally like doing. But I will go back to Grandmother and spend some more of those Universal Medallions. I would normally spend the time doing all this, but I want to speed up the process of getting where we're going. So I'm going to spend 5 and redeem them.
Scurry back quick.
Okay. We're going to go back to OTAC and get those last
We are good friends.
2
It's good to have good
blueprints. The Devolved Namelon and the Tempered Bapholite. Okay, so I have all 6 of these blueprints. These other blueprints are going to be things we want to get at some point. But they aren't as critical because these 6 is what we use to build Void Rig.
I can do great things with this. Together,
Now,
we will build the future.
I'm also going to go to Sun.
I have the honor of a name and a little taste of freedom. Whatever you're doing out there, Tenno, keep at it.
Okay, so I have 2,000 more that I can use to get some echolures. The pheromone glands I'm not going to get right away. I'm just going to get the echolures because we're going to want to hunt, okay, by luring things to us. In particular, the Vulpaphyla and the Predacites. This is going to let us get the second tier, and then the pheromone gland lets us get the third tier. Now, I don't know if we need the Cryptolex one. We've gotten a number of Cryptolex things, but I will eventually pick it up. So I'm going to pick up this Vulpaphyla lure and this Predacite lure, because that are the things we're going to need right now. Later we will want to get the glands as bait to lure the higher end ones of each thing. Okay? Notice we don't even have access to a lot of these other lures, and there's a lot of lures and glands to get. But our goal with Sun after Void Rig, our most important goal is to get this helmet segment blueprint. Okay? And our second most important goal will be to get the, eventually to get the, where is it? The helmet invigoration segment blueprint. Okay? Those things are going to be very useful. The helmet segment blueprint allows us to basically take Warframes we're not using anymore, or that we built specifically for the purpose, and store a power of one of those Warframes in the helmet. And we'll go over what the helmet is later. And then later we can put that power on a different Warframe. And this is one of the keys to the end game content, is picking the right power and putting it on the right Warframe. But there's a lot of work to do before you get there. So we need to get to Associate. We still have, that means 2 more rankings to go up here. We need to go from Stranger up to the next one, which is Acquaintance, and then up to Associate. So lot of farming, mission, doing mother tokens, all that stuff there's just a lot of things to do. Okay, I am going to it's almost 3 o'clock. I may actually stop for the day. I'm going to exit here.
Bye for now.
And exit the Nexalisk. See if there's anything else that I need to do today. Oh, I was going to do some Railjack. I might still do a little bit of Railjack. Okay.
The Dusklight Saracenia grows best in absolute filth. I mean, 100%.
So let me switch back to my Rhino. Rhino is my general purpose frame. Okay. He's got survivability. That's his main thing, is that he's very survivable. There are going to be Warframes who are going to be even better at survivability in the future, but we haven't gotten to them yet. We're going to go and... before I forget... Oh, hi. Poor Fluffy is sitting over here. He hasn't come out to play. If I take him and I equip him, maybe that's why. He hasn't. Bitsy. I'm going to equip Bitsy. Okay. I'll make sure that we haven't even modded her claws yet. Wow. Okay. So, because we have no mods. That's terrible. But we do have an animal instinct that is kind of important to put on here, and I'm going to do that. And it will not go into that slot. It'll have to go out here. And let's see, we have Pack Leader. Pack Leader lets us, when we do melee, we are healing our cat. Okay, and we can get some Overguard to give the pet even better health. So I'll do that, and I'll put that here. We'll even rank that up a couple of ranks. There we go. So now, when we go out there and do melee, our pet will not only get healed, but will also get Overguard, which is what Rhino does. Makes it much more effective. So we're going to go do that. I might come in here. Wave it myself. Come back out. Sometimes that will trigger off their movement. But no, let's go do a quick mission. Let's see. Is there any other Nightwave that is relevant?
It's that time again.
That's the
Dreamer.
only one.
It's time for Nora to say goodnight.
Well, let's do a quick capture mission. Well, actually, why not? Oh, there you are. If I do X, it doesn't show you a prompt. You just have to hit X. I have just interacted with my Kubro. Ta-da! Challenge completed. I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to switch back to my... I know, yes, I'm sorry, Bitsy, but Helios has supplanted you in my affections. And I know. You can stay on the orbiter, though. That's nice. Just don't mess it up. Wardus gets annoyed when you do that. Let us see. We got all that going on there. So I could make one or two attempts at doing that capture mission. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. I will try. We need Wukong to do this. Volt might be another possibility. Volt, it's hard to say. We'll see what happens. Okay. So if I go in here, I go into solo mode. I like doing this on Venus. And Venera here, but not the Kuva Siphon capture, the regular capture. Okay. Trying to do this in 1 minute and 30. Probably not going to happen. But we'll see. All right.
Intel that somebody vital to enemy
Oh, wrong way.
Find them and capture them.
We'll put an end to this corpus greed.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Oh, we are almost out of energy. Yep, we're out of energy. I don't think we're going to make it.
Robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
For the Lotus.
All right.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
1 minute 19, we did it. That was unexpected. I thought we had missed that for sure, but 1 minute 19 I'll take. I can still do this faster in Titania. All right, but yeah, hey, 1 minute 19? I'll go for that.
I mean, 100% pollution.
So that's how you do a capture mission in under 90 seconds.
Who have we got on
And
Oh yeah.
I can now exchange 10 ribbon silvers for a ribbon mod if I wanted to. What happens when you've used up everything is it will bring back other acts that you haven't done. I can't feed the helmet because we haven't gotten our helmet segment. I can't do this one because we haven't done the new war. And this one, I don't know if we have 10 ribbon silvers. But I'll look. Equipment, inventory. I know we picked up a few more. We have 8. We do not have 10. So that's not going to happen today. But just so you're aware that they're there as things we could do. That is where we're going to leave it off for right now. And I'm going to sign out, and we'll see you again tomorrow sometime. Probably in the morning. This is Steve, your company called Warframe, signing off.